Welcome everyone. I want to take a moment to say how truly excited I am to welcome each and every one of you to this channel. Whether you are joining us for the very first time or you have been with us for a while, your presence here means so much, and I deeply appreciate the time you're giving to watch this video. This channel is not just about sharing content, it's about building a community, a space where people can come together to learn, connect, and feel inspired. The Singapore 1-cent coin from 1994, a small yet remarkable piece of numismatic history that is in fine condition and currently creating big waves in the auction market. Though it might look simple, this coin carries hidden value and an incredible demand among collectors worldwide. If you are holding on to this piece, you may be surprised at how much it can be worth in dollar value today. The Singapore 1-cent coin from 1994 has a fascinating history and background. Introduced as part of Singapore's second series of coins, this coin reflected the nation's effort to modernize its currency and create coins that were practical, durable, and aesthetically pleasing. By 1994, the 1 cent was still in circulation, symbolizing affordability and accessibility in daily life. Over the years, however, the denomination was phased out and stopped being issued, which transformed the once common coin into a collectible item. Its historical journey from being a piece of everyday pocket change to a highly sought-after collector's gem is what makes it so special today. When we look closely at the unique features of the Singapore 1-cent 1994, we immediately notice the beautiful design that reflects the cultural and national identity of Singapore. The obverse side features the majestic Singapore coat of arms with the nation's name inscribed in English, Chinese, Tamil, and Malay, representing Singapore's multicultural unity. On the reverse side, the coin displays the starfruit, also known as carambola, a tropical fruit that is deeply tied to Southeast Asia's heritage. This combination of national symbols and natural beauty makes the coin stand out, adding charm to its collectible value. Its bronze composition and small size give it a classic, vintage feel that collectors love. The rarity and condition of this coin are what fuel its demand in the numismatic market. By the mid-1990s, many 1-cent coins had fallen out of circulation as inflation reduced their practical use. As a result, fewer and fewer people preserved them in good condition. Finding a 1994 Singapore 1-cent coin in fine condition today is not only challenging but also highly rewarding, because collectors place immense value on coins that have survived the test of time with well-preserved details. The combination of its historical importance, low survival rate, and cultural significance makes it one of the coins that collectors are actively chasing. Now let's talk about the current market value of this coin in today's auction market. The Singapore 1-cent 1994 in fine condition has been drawing increasing attention, with prices climbing as demand continues to rise. Collectors are willing to pay premium prices for this coin, and its value has grown steadily over the years. In the international market, it can fetch $6,000 depending on the quality of preservation, and in auctions, the price can rise even higher when multiple collectors compete for it. While it may have once been worth only a fraction of a dollar, in today's numismatic world, this coin has transformed into a piece of real financial worth. Its market value is not just measured in dollars but also in its growing demand and desirability. For collectors who wish to add this coin to their collection, there are a few tips to keep in mind. Always focus on the condition, as coins in fine or better condition command the highest prices. Store the coin properly in protective holders to prevent further wear or damage. Research reliable sources or auction houses where such coins are traded to ensure authenticity and fair pricing. And most importantly, understand that owning this coin is not just about holding a piece of metal, it is about owning a part of Singapore's rich history and cultural pride, which makes it a true treasure. In conclusion, the Singapore 1 cent 1994 in fine condition is more than just a small coin. It is a powerful symbol of heritage, rarity, and value. Once an everyday piece of change, it has now risen to become a high-demand collectible that is sought after by numismatists across the globe. Its unique design, cultural representation, and limited availability have all combined to make it a gem in today's coin market. If you have one in your possession, consider yourself lucky, because you are holding a valuable asset that continues to appreciate in worth. Next up, the Singapore 1 cent coin from the year 2000. Now you might be thinking, how can such a small coin, especially in dirty condition, carry such big importance in the collector's market? Well, let me tell you, this tiny piece of copper-plated steel is not just pocket change. It is a treasure that has gained massive demand among collectors worldwide, and today we are going to explore its story, its uniqueness, and its high value in today's action market. The history of the Singapore 1 cent coin dates back to the early days of Singapore's independent coinage system. By the year 2000, Singapore was already established as a global financial hub, and its currency represented stability and growth. The 1 cent coin, though the smallest denomination, carried historical and symbolic importance. It showcased Singapore's determination to value every unit of its currency, no matter how small. Coins minted in 2000 were part of the second series coinage that reflected the nation's modern identity and were produced in limited numbers compared to other years, which today makes them highly collectible. When we talk about the unique features of the Singapore 1 cent coin from 2000, we notice its distinctive design. The obverse side carries the national coat of arms with the inscription, Republic of Singapore, in all 4 official languages, symbolizing unity and cultural diversity. The reverse side proudly displays the image of a flower, the Vanda Miss Joaquim orchid, Singapore's national flower, which represents resilience and beauty. The coin is crafted in copper-plated steel, giving it a simple yet strong character. Even when found in dirty or worn condition, the coin's design remains recognizable and continues to shine with significance for collectors. Rarity is what turns this coin into a star in the numismatic market. Although millions of 1 cent coins circulated during earlier decades, the 2000 issue stands out because production numbers declined as Singapore slowly phased out the smaller denominations. With fewer pieces minted and even fewer surviving in collectible condition, demand for this coin has surged. Collectors do not shy away from coins in dirty or circulated condition because the scarcity of this year makes it highly desirable no matter what. Owning a 2000 Singapore 1 cent coin is considered a matter of pride, and collectors globally are competing to secure one for their collections. Now let's talk about the current market value in dollars. Despite being such a small denomination, the Singapore 1 cent 2000 coin has attracted strong prices in auctions and private sales. Depending on availability, even in dirty condition, it can fetch far more than its face value. Collectors and investors recognize the rarity and history behind it, pushing its value upwards. In today's auction market, these coins can trade for $8,000 each, with well-preserved examples going even higher. What makes it special is that even a coin in dirty condition holds strong demand because of its scarcity, which means this coin is always valued and appreciated in the market. For collectors who are interested in pursuing this rare gem, there are a few tips to keep in mind. Always look out for the year 2000 minting because that is what sets it apart. Even if the coin looks dirty, do not attempt to polish or clean it harshly, as this can lower its collectible appeal. Instead, keep it in protective holders to preserve it as it is. Networking with other collectors and staying active in coin forums and auctions can help you spot opportunities to buy or sell this coin at the best prices. Building a collection with such rare Singapore coins not only enriches your portfolio but also connects you with the cultural and historical heritage of the nation. In conclusion, the Singapore 1 cent coin from the year 2000 may look like a small and simple coin, but its story, rarity, and demand make it a giant in the numismatic world. Even in dirty condition, it is highly valued in today's auction market, and collectors are always searching for this piece of history. It represents Singapore's resilience, cultural identity, and monetary evolution, while offering collectors a chance to hold a true rarity in their hands. So if you happen to come across one of these coins, treasure it, because it is much more than just 1 cent. It is a piece of history that carries real value in dollars today. Next up, the Singapore 1 cent coin from 1994. A small yet highly significant piece that has become a jewel for collectors across the globe. Many people overlook this coin because of its humble denomination, but true collectors know its historical value, rarity, and increasing demand in today's active coin market. This coin, when found in good condition, carries far more value than its face worth and is now recognized as a rare collectible with a strong dollar value. The Singapore 1 cent coin of 1994 comes from an important era in the nation's coinage history. Singapore introduced its first series of coins in 1967 following independence, and the 1 cent remained one of the most commonly used denominations for decades. By the early 1990s, however, the design and minting of the 1 cent coin reflected not only the country's economic growth but also the artistry and careful attention to detail that went into its currency. The 1994 issue stands out as part of the second series of Singapore coins, showcasing the nation's unique identity, cultural strength, and modern outlook. Each of these coins tells a story of progress and national pride, making them much more than just a means of exchange. What makes the 1994 Singapore 1 cent coin unique are the fine details in its design and composition. It is made from bronze-plated steel, giving it a distinct reddish-brown appearance that collectors admire. On the obverse side, it proudly carries the Singapore coat of arms, flanked by the word Singapore, written in English, Chinese, Tamil, and Malay, reflecting the multicultural spirit of the nation. The reverse side features the familiar image of the starfruit, also known as carambola, a design that is simple yet beautifully symbolic of the country's natural richness. The coin is compact, light, and durable, but when preserved in good condition, its shine and details remain remarkably sharp, making it a sought-after piece in the coin collecting world. The rarity of the Singapore 1-cent coin from 1994 is what truly elevates its status. As time passed, the use of 1-cent coins decreased, and many were either taken out of circulation, melted down, or lost in everyday use. This means that fewer and fewer pieces from 1994 survive today, especially in good collectible condition. Collectors place immense importance on condition, and a coin that has retained its color, shape, and design clarity after decades becomes a prized find. The fact that this coin is now scarce in circulation adds to its demand, and serious collectors around the world are willing to pay premium prices to add this small but significant coin to their collections. In today's auction market, the value of the Singapore 1-cent coin from 1994 in good condition has been climbing steadily. While its face value is just 1 cent, its collectible worth transforms it into a treasure measured in $10,000. Depending on the demand, rarity, and preservation quality, these coins are trading in today's market at strong dollar values, often far beyond what casual observers would expect. Collectors in Singapore and internationally recognize the 1994 1 cent as a high-demand coin, and its value continues to rise as fewer pieces remain in the marketplace. This makes it not only a historical artifact but also a big investment for those who know how to identify quality rare coins. For collectors, the key to success with coins like the Singapore 1 cent 1994 lies in care, knowledge, and timing. Always look for coins that are preserved in the best possible condition, avoiding scratches, corrosion, or loss of details. Keeping coins in protective holders ensures they retain their beauty for years to come. It is also important to research market trends, as rare coins often experience surges in demand that can significantly increase their value. Joining collector communities, both locally and online, can help you stay connected to this dynamic market and give you opportunities to trade, sell, or acquire other rare pieces. In conclusion, the Singapore 1 cent coin from 1994 in good condition is not just an ordinary coin, it is a rare collectible with high demand and strong market value. It represents Singapore's history, culture, and identity in a form that collectors worldwide deeply admire. Owning this coin means holding a piece of national heritage that continues to grow in value and significance. So, if you happen to come across this coin in good condition, treasure it, because it is more than just change. It is a symbol of rarity, a source of pride, and a coin with true dollar value in today's numismatic world. Next up, the Singapore 1 cent coin from 1993. At first glance, it might seem like a small and simple coin, but don't be fooled. Even in dirty condition, this coin carries a remarkable story, historical significance, and a surprising value in today's auction market. Collectors around the world are actively seeking this coin, and its demand is only growing stronger day by day. The Singapore 1-cent coin of 1993 holds an important place in the history of Singapore's currency. Introduced during a time when the nation's coinage was transitioning to modern designs and minting techniques, it represented not only everyday value but also the strength of Singapore's developing economy. This coin belongs to the second series of Singapore coins, which were widely circulated in the early 1990s. While it may have been a common coin back then, the passage of time has transformed it into a collector's item, especially for those who value coins that reflect the growth of Singapore's monetary system and heritage. What makes the 1993 Singapore 1-cent coin stand out are its unique features. On the obverse, you'll find the Singapore coat of arms, beautifully inscribed with the year of minting, 1993, along with the word Singapore, written in 4 official languages: English, Malay, Tamil, and Chinese. On the reverse side, the coin proudly displays the image of a star fruit, also known as carambola, a design that highlights Singapore's connection to its natural and cultural identity. Even in dirty condition, these details remain distinct, giving the coin its undeniable charm and character. Now, let's talk about rarity and condition. Although millions of these coins were once minted for daily use, very few have survived in collectible-worthy numbers today, especially since the 1-cent coin was eventually demonetized and withdrawn from circulation. This makes the 1993 edition increasingly difficult to find in today's market. Collectors are actively searching for this coin regardless of whether it is clean or dirty, because rarity outweighs appearance when demand is high. Every piece is a treasure that carries history, and even coins in dirty condition are now being chased by numismatists who want to secure them before prices climb further. When it comes to current market value in dollars, the Singapore 1-cent coin from 1993 is no longer just pocket change. Depending on demand and collector interest, even a coin in dirty condition can reach prices far beyond its original face value. In online auctions and numismatic marketplaces, this coin has been known to attract strong bidding competition, often selling for $15,000, and in some cases even higher when collectors are determined to complete their Singapore coin sets. The important factor here is not just the condition, but the rarity and the historical year of minting, which makes the coin highly desirable. For collectors who wish to invest in the Singapore 1-cent 1993 coin, there are a few important tips to keep in mind. First, always preserve the coin carefully, even if it is dirty, as cleaning may damage its surface and reduce its collectible appeal. Instead, store it safely in protective coin holders to maintain its authenticity. Second, stay updated with ongoing auctions and online coin trading platforms, because the value of such coins tends to increase as time passes and availability decreases. Lastly, connect with other collectors, both locally and internationally, to gain insights into market trends and demand for this coin. Building these connections will help you stay ahead in the competitive world of numismatics. In conclusion, the Singapore 1-cent coin from 1993, even in dirty condition, is far from being an ordinary piece of metal. It is a historical artifact, a collector's gem, and a coin that continues to rise in demand in today's auction market. With its unique design, cultural significance, and increasing rarity, it has already proven itself as a valuable investment. Collectors who secure this coin now are not only preserving a piece of Singapore's history but also positioning themselves for future gains. So, if you come across the Singapore 1 cent 1993 coin, don't overlook it. It could be one of the smartest additions to your collection. Next up, the Singapore 1 cent coin from 1994. At first glance, it may look like just a small copper-colored piece of metal, but in reality, this coin has grown into something highly sought after in the numismatic world. Even in rough condition, the 1994 Singapore 1 cent coin has gained big attention in today's auction market, and collectors are eager to secure it because of its rarity and rising value in dollars. To understand why this coin is so special, we need to look back at its history and background. The Singapore 1 cent coin was introduced as part of the second series of Singapore coins, which carried a modern and practical design reflecting the nation's progress. By the mid-1990s, Singapore was already phasing out smaller denominations because of inflation and changes in daily transactions. The 1994 issue of the 1 cent coin was among the later mintages before the denomination was eventually discontinued. This historical context alone gives the coin a strong collectible appeal, as it represents the end of an era in Singapore's monetary journey. Now let's talk about the unique features of the 1994 Singapore 1 cent coin. The obverse proudly displays the Singapore coat of arms surrounded by the word Singapore in the 4 official languages, English, Chinese, Malay, and Tamil, making it a symbol of national unity. The reverse features a simple yet elegant design of the denomination, 1 cent, with a distinctive font and layout, characteristic of the second series. Its copper-plated composition and small size give it a classic look that makes it stand out in a collection. These details may seem modest, but for collectors, they are marks of identity that link the coin to Singapore's cultural and economic heritage. When it comes to rarity, the Singapore 1 cent 1994 coin is in high demand. Over the years, many of these coins fell out of circulation as people stopped using the 1 cent denomination. Others were lost, discarded, or melted down, making surviving examples scarcer than ever. Even in rough condition, collectors place strong value on this coin because of its limited availability and historical importance. The fact that the denomination is no longer produced elevates its desirability further. Serious collectors know that owning the 1994 1 cent is like holding on to a piece of Singapore's past that can no longer be replaced. In today's auction market, the value of the Singapore 1 cent 1994 coin has climbed significantly. Depending on the demand at auctions and sales platforms, even rough condition examples can fetch $4,000, sometimes more, as bidding wars between collectors push the price higher. For international buyers who recognize the rarity, the coin's value in dollars continues to rise, proving that condition does not always limit demand when it comes to scarce coins like this. What makes it even more exciting is that collectors across borders, from Asia to America, are competing to add it to their sets, which is driving up its price and giving it a reputation as a small coin with big value. For collectors looking to make the most of their Singapore 1 cent 1994 coin, there are some useful tips. First, Preservation is key. Even if the coin is already in rough condition, keeping it safe from further wear will help maintain its appeal. Storing it in a protective holder or coin album adds professionalism to any collection. Second, keeping track of market trends is essential because the value of rare coins can rise quickly when demand spikes. Third, patience often pays off. Holding on to this coin as its rarity increases over time could result in even greater returns in the future. For new collectors, the 1994 1 cent is an excellent entry point into Singapore's numismatic world because of its history, uniqueness, and current high demand. In conclusion, the Singapore 1 cent 1994 coin, even in rough condition, shines as a rare and valuable collectible in today's market. It represents history, national pride, and scarcity, all wrapped into a small piece of copper. Collectors worldwide are chasing after it, and its value in dollars continues to grow steadily. If you are lucky enough to have one of these coins in your collection, you are holding onto a highly desirable treasure. Next up, the Singapore 5 cents coin from the year 2017, a coin that is gaining massive attention among collectors worldwide. This little piece of metal, which many people might overlook in their daily lives, is actually turning into a highly sought-after treasure, especially when found in extra good condition. If you're a collector, investor, or simply curious about rare coins, this is a story you don't want to miss. The Singapore 5 cents coin carries a proud history and background that reflects the nation's growth and strong identity. The 2017 issue belongs to the third series of Singapore coins, which were introduced in 2013 to celebrate modern Singapore with designs showcasing national symbols and landmarks. This coin, though small in size, is part of a legacy that shows how the country pays tribute to its heritage while embracing progress. By 2017, Singapore's coinage had already become well respected worldwide, making coins from this year a significant part of numismatic collections. What makes the Singapore 5 cents coin from 2017 truly special are its unique features. On the obverse, you'll see the Singapore coat of arms proudly displayed, along with inscriptions in 4 languages, symbolizing the unity of Singapore's multicultural society. On the reverse, the coin beautifully showcases the star jasmine flower, a design chosen to reflect the country's vibrant flora. Made of multi-ply plated steel, the coin shines with durability and brilliance, especially when preserved in extra good condition. Its small denomination might suggest it's common, but its details and design make it extraordinary in the eyes of collectors. Now, let's talk about rarity and condition, the two most important factors that drive demand. While millions of coins are minted for circulation, not all of them survive the years in perfect shape. The 2017 Singapore 5 cents coin in extra good condition is rare to find because most circulated coins develop scratches, wear, or discoloration over time. Collectors are always on the hunt for pieces that maintain their original shine, sharp edges, and clear details. These coins stand out in auctions and private sales because they represent the closest condition to uncirculated, making them highly desirable and in strong demand. When it comes to today's market value, this coin is proving that even the smallest denomination can hold big worth. A 2017 Singapore 5 cents coin in extra good condition can attract buyers willing to pay many times its face value. Depending on demand, collectors are paying in the range of $3,000, and in some cases, even higher if the coin is graded and authenticated. On the international stage, Singaporean coins are being recognized for their beauty and scarcity, which means the 2017 5 cents coin continues to climb in value as more collectors compete for it. For collectors who are interested in securing this coin, there are a few important tips to keep in mind. Always make sure the coin is preserved carefully to maintain its condition, ideally stored in protective holders that prevent scratches and tarnish. Seek coins that show sharp detail and natural luster, as these are the ones that command the highest prices. Networking with fellow collectors and keeping an eye on both local and international auctions is also a great way to discover these coins. Remember, rarity and condition are the keys that unlock maximum value, and the 2017 Singapore 5 cents coin in extra good condition fits perfectly into that category. In conclusion, the Singapore 5 cents coin from 2017 may be small, but its significance and market value are massive. With its rich history, unique features, and the difficulty of finding it in extra good condition, this coin is becoming a hot favorite among collectors. Its rising demand and strong presence in the auction market prove that it is not just loose change, but a treasure waiting to be recognized. If you are lucky enough to own one, consider yourself holding a valuable piece of Singapore's heritage. And if you don't yet have one in your collection, now is the time to start searching before prices go even higher. Next up, the Singapore 5 cents coin from the year 2016, a small yet powerful treasure that has gained incredible attention in the numismatic market. Many collectors may overlook small denomination coins, but this one has proven that even the smallest coin can hold a big story and a big value in today's auction market. The history and background of this coin is deeply tied to Singapore's strong identity and modern coinage system. The 2016 issue of the 5 cents coin belongs to the third series of circulation coins, which was first launched in 2013 to celebrate the nation's progress and achievements. Each coin in this series highlights Singapore's culture and heritage through meaningful designs. The 5 cents coin, though tiny in size, is part of this important chapter of national pride. Being minted in 2016 gives it added importance because coins from this series have started to be recognized as collectibles much earlier than expected, making them stand out in the world of numismatics. What makes the 2016 Singapore 5 cents coin so unique are its features. Struck in nickel-plated steel, the coin is lightweight yet durable, measuring just 16.75 millimeters in diameter. On its obverse side, it proudly carries the Singapore coat of arms along with the bilingual inscription in English and Tamil, which reflects the country's diversity. On the reverse side, you will find a beautiful design of the star jasmine flower, symbolizing simplicity and purity, yet bringing a rare elegance to such a small denomination. Its fine details and polished finish make it a visually attractive coin, which is one of the reasons collectors are paying attention to it more than ever before. The rarity and condition of the 2016 Singapore 5 cents coin add to its desirability. While many coins were minted for circulation, very few have survived in fine collectible condition without damage or heavy wear. Collectors place high demand on coins that remain clean, sharp, and well preserved, and that is exactly why the fine condition 2016 version is so highly sought after today. What seems like just a simple coin in someone's pocket can actually become a highlight in a collection because the market knows the difference between ordinary circulation and collectible rarity. Speaking of today's action market, the current value of the 2016 Singapore 5 cents coin in fine condition has been rising impressively. Collectors and investors have been showing increased interest in Singapore's modern coins, and this has pushed its demand higher than ever. In dollar value, a coin that once represented only a small fraction of a dollar can now fetch $4,000, prices many times its face value. In international markets, especially in regions where Singapore coins are less commonly found, the value can increase even more. It is not just a coin, it is a growing asset that proves how demand and rarity can transform small change into big money. For collectors looking to add this coin to their portfolio, some important tips can help maximize its value. Always look for coins that retain their sharp details and avoid those that have been cleaned or scratched, as originality adds to their worth. Storing the coin properly in protective holders will ensure it remains in collectible condition for years to come. Networking with other collectors, attending auctions, and staying updated with current trends in the Singapore coin market can give you an edge in finding and securing such rare pieces. Remember, the earlier you act, the better, because demand for coins like the 2016 5 cents is only going up. In conclusion, the Singapore 5 cents coin from 2016 in fine condition is far more than just a small coin. It is a symbol of heritage, a piece of history, and a growing treasure in the modern coin market. Collectors worldwide are recognizing its importance, and the dollar value it carries today is proof of its strong demand and rare charm. If you are lucky enough to own one, consider yourself holding a valuable piece that will continue to shine in the years to come. Next up, the Singapore 5 cents coin from 1989, a small yet highly collectible piece that has gained remarkable attention in the coin market. Though it may appear modest in size, this coin carries historical value, unique features, and a rising demand among collectors, making it a true gem to look out for. If you've ever thought that small coins don't hold much value, the Singapore 5 cents 1989 coin will prove otherwise, as it is turning into one of the most sought-after treasures in today's action market. The history of this coin dates back to Singapore's second series of coins, which was first introduced in 1985. This series, designed by Christopher Ironside, reflected the nation's pride, progress, and modern identity. The 1989 5 cents coin is part of this iconic series and holds a special place in the country's numismatic timeline. Minted in copper-nickel, it represents Singapore's efforts to standardize its currency while creating coins that were durable, practical, and aesthetically appealing. Over time, as Singapore modernized its coinage system, coins from the late 1980s like this one started to stand out as collectible treasures because they capture a specific period in the country's financial and cultural history. One of the unique features of the Singapore 5 cents 1989 coin is its elegant design. On the obverse side, The coin carries the national emblem of Singapore, displaying the lion and tiger flanking a shield, which is an iconic symbol of national pride. Around the emblem are the words, Singapore, written in English, Chinese, Tamil, and Malay, showcasing the country's multicultural identity. On the reverse side, the coin depicts the number 5, along with an intricate wreath of local plants, symbolizing growth and prosperity. This simple yet powerful design adds charm and character to the coin, making it attractive to both casual collectors and serious numismatists alike. When it comes to rarity, the Singapore 5-cent coin from 1989 is increasingly becoming harder to find in good condition. Over the decades, many of these coins have been lost, heavily circulated, or damaged, making well-preserved pieces stand out significantly in the collector's market. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with sharp details, minimal wear, and original shine, and the 1989 issue fits perfectly into this demand. The fact that it is from the earlier years of the second series further boosts its collectible status, as coins from the 1980s are no longer widely seen in everyday use and have become symbolic of a bygone era in Singapore's numismatic history. The current market value of the Singapore 5-cent 1989 coin in good condition has been steadily increasing. In the international auction market, collectors are willing to pay $5,000 for a coin that originally had only a small face value. Depending on condition, rarity, and collector interest, prices can range anywhere from $7,000, and in some cases even higher if the coin is exceptionally well preserved or part of a complete set. This steady demand shows how even small denomination coins can transform into valuable assets when collectors recognize their historical and cultural importance. For collectors interested in owning or preserving the Singapore 5-cent 1989 coin, there are a few important tips to keep in mind. Always handle the coin carefully to avoid scratches and store it in protective holders to maintain its shine and details. Regularly check its condition and avoid cleaning it with harsh chemicals, as natural patina adds to its value. Joining collector communities or online coin groups can also help you stay updated about its demand and market price, giving you an advantage when buying or selling. Patience is key, as over time the value of this coin is expected to rise even more due to increasing scarcity. In conclusion, the Singapore 5-cent 1989 coin is far more than just a small piece of change. It carries with it a slice of Singapore's history, a unique design that reflects the nation's identity, and a growing demand that makes it a star in today's auction market. Collectors around the world are recognizing its worth, and owning this coin means holding on to a rare treasure that is only becoming more valuable with time. So if you happen to come across this coin in good condition, consider it a lucky find and treasure it as part of your collection. Next up, the Singapore 5-cent coin from the year 1987, a small yet highly significant piece of history that is making waves in today's auction market. Though it might seem like just an ordinary coin to the untrained eye, collectors around the world know that this coin carries immense value and demand, especially when it is found in fine condition. The history of the Singapore 5-cent coin from 1987 goes back to the period when Singapore was solidifying its identity through its national symbols. The coin was minted as part of the second series of Singapore's decimal currency, which was introduced to reflect the country's culture, progress, and independence. This coin represents a time when Singapore was emerging strongly on the world stage, and its currency stood as a symbol of pride and resilience. Having a coin from this era not only connects us to Singapore's rich heritage but also to a chapter in its economic growth. What makes the Singapore 5 cents 1987 coin truly special are its unique features. On the obverse, it proudly bears the Singapore coat of arms with the inscription, Singapore, written in 4 official languages, symbolizing the nation's multicultural harmony. On the reverse, the coin carries the elegant design of the star jasmine flower, a representation of beauty, simplicity, and the natural essence of Singapore. The precision of its design and the clarity of its details make it stand out even among other coins of its time, which is why collectors treasure it so much today. The rarity of this coin is what elevates it into the spotlight of the collector's market. While it was once in general circulation, very few pieces have survived in fine condition after decades of use. Coins from 1987 are not as commonly found today, and when a collector manages to secure one that retains its original details, it instantly becomes a sought-after piece. The combination of its age, cultural significance, and scarcity makes it a coin that serious numismatists are always on the lookout for. When it comes to current market value, the Singapore 5 cents coin from 1987 has proven itself to be far more valuable than its face value. In today's auction and collector's market, a fine condition coin like this can fetch prices ranging from $6,000 to significantly higher amounts depending on the demand at the time of sale. The exciting part is that the value continues to rise as collectors compete to add this rare piece to their collections. Many coin enthusiasts are willing to pay premium prices to secure it, making it a smart and profitable addition for those who hold it. For collectors, there are a few important tips to keep in mind. First, always handle your coin with care and try to preserve its condition, as the finer the details, the higher its value. Keep it stored in protective holders to prevent scratches or further wear. It's also beneficial to keep an eye on the international collectors market, as demand for Singapore coins has been growing rapidly. Staying updated with numismatic forums and auctions will help you spot the right moment to buy or sell at the best price. In conclusion, the Singapore 5 cents coin from 1987 is more than just a piece of currency. It is a symbol of history, culture, and national pride that has transformed into a rare collectible of immense value. Its beauty, rarity, and rising demand make it a must-have for collectors who are passionate about coins with real significance. If you own one, you are holding a coin that is not only rich in heritage but also growing in financial worth every day. Next up, the Singapore 5 cents coin from the year 2013, a small but powerful piece that is gaining remarkable attention among collectors. At first glance, it may seem like just a regular coin, but when it comes in extra fine condition, its true rarity and value shine, making it a sought-after collectible in today's market. This is one of those coins that proves how even the smallest denomination can hold immense worth when rarity, history, and condition align perfectly. The story of the Singapore 5-cents coin traces back to the rich history of Singapore's coinage system. The Monetary Authority of Singapore introduced the second series of coins in 1985, featuring the well-known floral series, which represented different flowers of Singapore on each denomination. The 5-cents coin proudly carries the star jasmine, a delicate and meaningful flower symbolizing purity and simplicity. In 2013, the coins continued to reflect the nation's identity and heritage, with their precision minting and unique floral touch that made them stand out. This coin is not just a piece of currency, it is a part of Singapore's national story, holding within it the culture, pride, and beauty of the nation. When it comes to the unique features of the Singapore 5-cents 2013 coin, collectors immediately notice its elegance and fine design. The obverse side displays the Singapore coat of arms with the nation's name inscribed in both English and Malay, a reflection of its rich cultural diversity. On the reverse side, the star jasmine flower takes center stage, carefully engraved to highlight its natural beauty. The coin is made from multi-ply plated steel, giving it durability and a brilliant shine that enhances its appearance when preserved well. In extra fine condition, the details of the star jasmine and the inscriptions remain sharp. The surface has minimal wear, and the brilliance of the metal is still noticeable, making this version a standout among other circulated pieces. The rarity and demand of this coin in extra fine condition is what excites collectors the most. While millions of coins were minted for circulation, finding one from 2013 in exceptional grade is not easy. Most coins undergo heavy circulation, losing their details and luster over time, but those that remain in extra fine condition are becoming highly desirable in the market. Collectors are always chasing coins that are not only tied to Singapore's heritage but are also preserved in a state close to their original minting. The scarcity of high-grade examples makes this 2013 issue stand out as a coin of real interest for anyone building a strong collection. Now let's talk about the heart of today's discussion, the current market value in dollars. The Singapore 5-cents 2013 coin in extra fine condition is gaining momentum in auctions and collector markets worldwide. Depending on the demand and the platform, these coins can fetch values that far exceed their face value. Collectors are willing to pay premium prices for coins that are in superior grades, and this 2013 issue has been showing steady growth in interest. In today's active market, this coin can command anywhere between a few $8,000, and in some specialized sales or international auctions, the price can climb even higher, especially if the coin's condition is closer to uncirculated. This surge in value reflects the strong demand and limited availability of top-grade pieces. For collectors who are looking to invest or build their collection, here are some valuable tips. Always focus on the condition of the coin, as extra fine or better grades attract the highest market attention. Store your coins properly, away from moisture and handling, to maintain their shine and details. It is also wise to get your coin authenticated or graded by a professional service, which can further boost its market appeal. Staying active in auctions, online forums, and collector groups will also keep you updated on the latest trends and values. Remember, the Singapore 5-cents 2013 coin is not just a collectible, It's an investment that continues to rise in value. In conclusion, the Singapore 5 cents coin from 2013 in extra fine condition is much more than small change. It is a rare and highly demanded piece that carries with it the beauty of Singapore's heritage, the artistry of its floral design, and the potential for big value in today's collector market. Coins like this remind us that treasures can come in the smallest forms, and those who recognize their worth early are the ones who benefit most. So, if you have this coin in your collection, treasure it, protect it, and know that its value will only grow with time. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more exciting coin discoveries that could be sitting right in your pocket.